Hello and good day. I remember a few years ago, I don't know, a couple, maybe more actually. The Minnesota Vikings had a third down back. Now, if you want 3 yards from him, he'll get you 3 yards. If you want 5 yards from him, he'll get you 3 yards. He's been consistent. They cut him after a few years. I don't know why. I think he was good. I forgot actually his name. Anyways, what we're talking here about now, I talked about the media and how you can discredit them or lose, media outlet can lose its credibility actually. Well, they do. If they lie and you find out that they really did lie, okay. But a long time ago, CNN was the most trusted, but for me, I used to trust CNN a lot, until the 2003 war, which was invading Iraq. They lost their credibility to me. There were lies there. I knew it. I think everybody who was CNN at that time knew that they were lying about many things that happened during the war. Okay? And then I was with Aljazeera and BBC. Okay? I noticed BBC, they had different opinions, different reporting for BBC English and BBC Arabic of the same news. They call it the same thing. They call a different thing there in English, and they call it differently in Arabic. And I said, this is not mine either. Okay. Then Al Jazeera, I noticed that they never use the word terrorist for ISIS, not for Al-Qaida either, not for Jabhat al-Nusra, all these that I believe, what is a terrorist? A terrorist is a person or persons or group who cause the death of an innocent person, regardless of age, or regardless of gender. If you cause the death of an innocent person because you say, he was casualties of war, whatever, or because you want to send a statement by blowing up a market or a supermarket or a bus or whatever, there is no justifying that. Say, it's the only way. No, it's not the only way. The human mind is able, it is very, very creative. It's able to find a way to do it with only your targets and not any bystanders. Okay, now, of course you say that then if I do this, I'll discredit all outlets, all medias, everything. Well, not this way, okay? Now, you notice that every outlet, whether it's CNN or even Washington Post or the New York Times, which I really don't like their reporting of their international reporting, because they do lie there. They do give permission to people to write columns in there and lie, and they sometimes take the point of view of a senator or a Republican or a Democrat or anything, and just put it there as is, and it is as true, So, decide these two newspapers, for example, many others, by the way, but for these two newspapers, decide I will never read anything that has to do with international news, because it is always biased. Same thing for Washington Post. Washington Post always does this, So I'll read the local news. I'll read things about Washington D.C. I'll read with the New York Times about New York, about Midwest, about the California, even any of these places. So what you have to do is you have to decide, okay, this outlet. Now, you cannot, of course, leave. You have to get news somehow, somewhere, So you decide that this one is for local news. I believe they're local news because they have come through, I believe their investigative news, all these things, you go with it. But other than that, no. I want to make this short because the shortest video I did last time, which was about 2 minutes and so, a lot of people wrote to me and they said they like it so much. So I don't want it to be any long anymore. Okay? Peace.